Let's see here. Hi, everyone. Tucker McCormack. I'm the COO of Showman. And let's see, there we go. So we have been around Dallas for a little bit, but we've kind of been pretty small. We've stayed as mainly a directory company called Rome. And what we've done is that we are now an interactive signage company. We have a platform for to build and manage interactive signs, but we've tried to take out all of the crazy development costs that are pretty typical when it comes to touchscreen interactive software. So similar to how WordPress will allow non-technical users to really create really good websites, our platform allows touch signs to simple, easy, and really don't break the bank. So what we've there we go. So why have we looked at digital? Most businesses need to convey information to either visitors, customers, but there's kind of a problem. When you don't have digital, they look pretty terrible. So millennials, everyone our age, is really highly impacted by digital. We have our smartphones, we have computers, tablets, TVs, and when we go out into public, we kind of expect a similar level of engagement with those spaces as well. And so what we've done is we look at this huge impact. We're seeing that data that is proving that technology is really having an impact on these physical spaces. And there's just absolutely hand over fist a big impact that these digital and interactive signs have. So our solution is that we're created kind of two applications. One is our main focus is our touchscreen. This is the Atlas. And the Atlas is really our premier product that allows interactive signage to be very customizable. It allows various templates, unique layouts, and a really flexible deployment. And the other one will be our non-touch option, the Glance. So this is much more for the simple needs of smaller businesses or smaller buildings, but it still allows for all the dynamic interaction like rotating content, animations, and more of that the Atlas provides. So one of the deals that you can look at in going to Comerica Bank Tower. So right up the street, we actually have 4 deployments with them. They've used our interactive directory in their main lobby, but they've also brought down 3 of our glances. And these glances have now been on the elevator banks as you walk in the building, and they act more as information boards to really greet people as they walk in the building and inform them about what's going on in their daily life. But one of the biggest problems with looking at signage is people think of it as an ROI, and it's just going to be a bottom line cost, and that's just not the case. The great thing with digital is that you get a lot of data, and a part of that is there are 4 main returns that we can get. And the first one is just impression. When people are walking into a building or a public space and they see digital signage, roughly 70% actually are taking in that image. And so your impression is really having a huge impact when you're looking at branding or marketing or anything else. The next will be opportunity, right? When we look at digital signage, retail specifically has about 30 up to 60% increase in sales when they're using digital signs over non-digital. Now, the opportunity cost alone really makes it, almost incomprehensible not to move in this direction. Next is engagement. When you have printed material, you're really not able to understand the engagement that material has on your user. But when you have especially interactive technology, this is where you can actually track the data and see how people are actually engaging with your message. And the last is objectives. Our objectives, save time and money. Not only are you going green by not having to print everything, but you don't have to go out, print it, take off your previous stuff, go put on your new stuff, and then somehow get rid of everything. So you're saving a lot of time and effort by going in and using digital. So how does this work? Right? What we've done is we've really tried, just like I said, to use something similar to a website. And with this website, you go in, log into a system, right? You'll look at our dashboard, you'll select a pre-designed template that, just like WordPress or Squarespace, you can use and then fill it out with your unique content. What that does then is it's deployed onto your actual screens on location. So we'll provide our hardware, we provide the real software platform, and we also do full service support. So we'll have designated account managers really focusing on customer success, because that's really where we create the most value for all of our clients. But what we're doing is really trying to go beyond directories, right? We've been doing this for a little while, and it's a market, we've really cut our teeth on it, but the opportunities are limitless, right? Our technology is really not limited to the actual hardware. So we can use 3-story video walls, glass projection, tablets, to flat tabletop screens that you can use to interact and convey a message to anyone you want. And so at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is going from just real estate, moving on to retail, hospitals, stadiums, and making it, show them the idea
All right.
of the signage platform.
Fantastic. All right, Q&A. We've got one right here.
Yeah, you got cut off at the end, but the beyond directories, where else are you looking to go?
We're really open to any environment. So what we're looking at is retail specifically. With directories, we've had a real big focus on wayfinding. So helping people reach a location, but also convey a message to help them make decisions when they're there, or for advertising purposes, to push them towards those locations. So retail, stadiums is another big option where getting around can be very difficult. And so really any of these options are capable.
So if wayfinding is something that you found really helpful that you can do, I know that the Dallas Underground tunnels are definitely in need of some wayfinding and possibly some maps and interactive things like that. Have you possibly tried to reach out to the city or to people like Michael that might be able to get you in touch with the right people?
Yeah, I've talked to Michael for a second about it. We've been doing a really big development push to really get our product much more capable of supporting all these diverse needs rather than just a focus on directories. But that is definitely something that we've looked at. Typically with those, the building owns different segments, so it can be very difficult to get a coordinated effort between all of them.
You mentioned account executives. Talk a little bit about your overhead and the scalability of the model.
Our overhead's actually fairly low on the software side. I mean, we have, Dennis has created a great platform that really doesn't cost us too much on that side. With our account executives, outside of the initial training and setup, our biggest problem has been, hey, my screen's black, what do I do? And then we tell them to turn it on, and usually that works. So with our account executives, they're really there to kind of help make sure that they're self-sustainable. And once that happens, we really think that account executives can really hold 50 to 100 clients at the same time, maintain those relationships, and really through mass communication, keep people up to date on new developments and everything else that are going on.
Are you in revenue? Are you making money?
Yes, we've been in revenue since we started. We bootstrapped it the whole way. So, so we're still looking for quite a bit. We're growing, so we've still been on the break-even level as we've developed and really proved the concept with directories. So as we're going out, we've started to seek investment and pushing sales in different arenas as well.
How about municipalities? I've noticed that the government sucks at just about whatever they try to do, including digital displays in city halls. Have you thought about going after municipalities?
We've actually talked to City Hall in a couple other areas, so that's easily one of those great opportunities, and it really depends on can they actually execute once we present them with an opportunity.
No more questions? Oh.
How can we help you to...
All right, so the question was how can you guys help? And really we're here to get the word out. So we want to really kind of break out of our really small focus and come out in the Dallas community as another great startup that's really tech focused and able to move forward with that, and really kind of see and gain partnerships and how we can break into other industries. In particular with retail is one of our biggest focuses over in 2016.
All right, thank you.